Before you do anything, make sure that you have created a folder inside your network drive. So, again, that'll be your username. So mine is Nelson B inside network storage. Here's my engineering folder, and I made a folder called Revit Houses. You can name it whatever, you just want to be organized. Once you start Revit up, it will look like this. We're going to go for models. I'm going to choose new. Whatever pops up by default is probably fine. This one's going to be imperial for feet and inches, and it's a brand new project. I'll hit OK. Once it has started, it's a good idea to save immediately so that you don't have to panic and realize you forgot to save later. Hit File, Save As, and then you're going to save your project. Once again, make sure you go to your network drive. Make sure you go to your engineering folder, wherever you created the Revit folder. Make sure you go there. I'm going to call mine Dream House. Doesn't really matter. Once your house is created, take a look around the screen. The left side is the properties. Whatever you click on will have its properties displayed over here, just like Inventor. Down in the bottom left corner is your views. So you can see right now I'm looking at floor plans, level 1. Yeah, there's a lot of views in there. We're not going to use most of them. Floor plan level 1 is just fine. Up across the top, you've got the same menu structure style that you're used to from Inventor, but obviously there is a lot in there. If you ever can't find a menu that's not showing, it's probably here in View. We're just going to start in Architecture. So we have two main types of walls. Architectural walls look pretty but don't hold the building up. Structural walls are load bearing and can support the roof. Architectural is easier. I'm just going to start with that. Doesn't really matter where you begin in here, but I tend to start in the middle. And I'm going to draw my first wall. As you drag, you can see the sizes showing up to the left. So right now I'm a 28-foot wall. I go there and then I drag across, and let's say I go to 40. If I'm wondering how many square feet my house is going to be, I can do the math in my head. What's 28 times 40? So if I go out this side, I'm at about 1,100 square feet right off the bat. Just like Inventor, if you click on a line, you'll see that we have options on how to move and rearrange. The dimensions update as you drag it. So if you decide you want to go bigger or smaller. Just like Inventor, if you go through and you start drawing more walls, you can attach them to your existing walls to make rooms inside your house. Tap Escape to stop drawing walls. So you're going to design out your rooms. Maybe in my house, I want to have 3 regular bedrooms across. You'll notice the little orange squares and X's pop up so you know exactly where your connections will be found. And just like before, if you click on a wall and then click and drag, you should be able to rearrange things. And if you type in a different size, so if I put in 18 feet over here, it'll automatically resize for me. So depending on where you click, you can just type in new dimensions. Very customizable. Once you think that you're happy with your floor plan, make sure you click the disk icon up here to save or click File Save. Yes, it takes a minute, but you definitely don't want to lose your work. Once you're done drawing the floor plan for level 1, if you are doing a second level, down here in Views, and it might be collapsed, Architectural Floor Plans, you'll see level 2. If I double click that, now I'm drawing on level 2. If I double click level 1, I'm back to level 1. If I go down a little further, you'll notice there's 3D views. If I double click the cover sheet view here, I'm looking at it in 3D. And you'll notice my walls look a little bit too tall. They sort of look weird. So I'm going to go back to my level 1 architectural. And I'm going to highlight every single wall. So now that I'm looking at them, you'll notice it says multiple selected. This is confusing the first time, but a lot of software works this way. See these lines through the middle? And you'll wind up with doors and windows and all sorts of things. So I want to select all my walls. I accidentally got other stuff. I'm going to go up here to the filter button. And I can check none, or I can just do this. I hit OK. You'll see I've got 8 walls, nothing else. And now over here on the left, I have just basic walls. I need to modify one thing. The bottom constraint, base constraint of the wall, is L1, and the top constraint is unconnected. I need to go up to L2. Now, if you're thinking L1 must be level 1, L2 is level 2, you are correct. If I hit apply, and then I go back to my 3D view, now they look a little more normal height. That's much better. All right. How do you add levels? That's not obvious at first. If you look here, there's something called sections. Sections are like vertical slices taken out of a house. I'm going to go to section 1. And if I move my camera view over here, there's level 1, there's level 2. You'll notice level 2 is 12 feet tall. Maybe I want to make my house a little shorter. I'll go for 10 feet. That's pretty standard height for a house. Now you might be thinking, I need to add more levels. If you want to do a second floor or third floor, you're absolutely correct. So how do you add additional levels? This is really confusing. We're in the level tools right now, and it's not in there. I'm going to go to architecture, and that's where you'll find the levels tool. So it doesn't really matter where I start drawing. I'll just pick sort of a height. I'm going to draw the line all the way across so it's easy to see. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to zoom in over here. I'm going to hit escape to stop drawing levels. And I'm going to go ahead and type in, how about 20 feet? Get it in the right spot. Now you'll notice also, you can rename these. I could call this second floor. I could call it balcony. It's very customizable.